Welcome back to another episode of the Bro Monroe Show, hosted by El Paso's funniest bros. Please enjoy and don't be a weenie.
It looks like you kick a hell of a beatbox.
Nice talking.
He does, bro. He does.
And welcome to another edition of Bro Monroe Show. I'm one of your hosts, Milo. And
Miles G.
Miles G. And then that's his fucking
Mr. It's all good. I'll edit it out so we don't get demonetized. Mr. Milo the Madman, Mr. Gordo Ramsay himself. Say what's up, Doug.
What's up, dog?
Yeah, there we go. What's good, everyone? My name is Ray Ruckus, a.k.a. Ray Zombie, a.k.a. Too Many AKAs. What's good? Happy Sunday. Good morning. This is a beautiful day. It's fucking hot outside already, but it's all good. Episode 122 in the cut. We have a very special guest today. As you guys can see, our boy Drewski is MIA once again. We don't know what's going on. I think he's too popular for us now, so we can't even book our own co-host anymore. But we have a very special guest in the house. If you guys can see, he's got some fly shit on. He's got some dope little Nickelodeon cassette tapes over there. I love it, bro. Introduce yourself, bro. Tell everybody who you are.
Yo, what's up? This is VHS live in the flesh.
Yes, sir. Is that the only nickname you got?
Yeah.
Any other nicknames that you go by?
Nah, man.
No?
Just VHS. I feel like I stamped my brand with that. You know what I mean? I feel like I made enough. You know.
That's you.
Yeah. That's literally who I am.
Hell yeah,
I
bro.
don't even introduce myself with my real name. Like I promise you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. I like
No,
that.
you did it right now when you introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself as VHS.
Yeah, that's just who I am, bro.
That's tight,
I did enough to claim that too. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Fine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's dope. So usually, man, I don't know if you're aware, but we usually have people that, come on, they have different things. They got different hustles. We've had content creators. We've had rappers on here. We've had singers. We've had news people. We had everybody, bro.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
cool.
why I like it.
So you know that everyone comes with like a little drunk story, party story, wild story, some sort of icebreaker, anything that you got on the, in the cuff, but it's got to be real. You can change names if you want, but I mean, if you want to go ahead and take over, bro.
Okay. So do you want some like street shit, some gangster shit, or do you want
Hell
some,
yeah.
Bro,
some shit? Like,
I think we have time for a little bit of both. So
Yeah.
whichever one you bless us with first, and then we can get into them later on.
Okay, I'm gonna get deep then. I'm gonna get
right.
deep on it.
For sure.
This is a true story. I even have a tattoo of my best friend. He got shot and killed that night. But
Damn, RIP.
Yeah, RIP. But So this is 2005, bro. This is 2005, man. And I was like 20. Yeah, I was 20 years old exactly. 2005. I graduated in 2003. So yeah, I was 20. And it was just dope, bro. We were vibing out, the backyard scene, just drinking, having a good time, blah 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 blah. We're getting faded, It was literally, bro, like me and my friend, his name is Adam Rodriguez. He went by Yeska. That was his nickname. And we kicked it every day, bro. That was like my road dog. He actually taught me like how to fight, how to like if I don't, because I'm small. If I can't beat somebody up, you get that knife on me and you put in work. And he just raised me as a man because I never had a dad, bro. My dad was a gangster. He's a heroin addict. So I never had my dad. My mom raised, me, and that was my dad too, With that being said, so we're just having a good time vibing out like we normally do, drinking and all that shit. And then what's crazy is for some reason, like inside of my heart, bro, like I don't know, I didn't even know how to describe it, but it's a God, like for real God thing. I believe in God. And so I don't know, I was just like, you know what, bro? Like, because he was about to go to, like, it was about, that time it was about to be dark. Like, it was about to, the real party was about to, real party was about to begin. And it was like not too far from where my mom lived. But I was something inside of me, bro. There was some type of conviction. I don't know. And I was like, you know what, Adam, I'm just going to go home, bro. And that never happened. Like, we kicked it every day for years, bro. Like I said, that was like my brother, bro. Like my older brother, and the way he treated me, that's the love he gave me and what he showed me and stuff. But I don't know why, bro. It's just like, I can't even pinpoint it. But like I said, it's God for sure. And I just went home, bro. Sure enough, fucking, I'm laying down. Like, it's about 11 or 12, bro. Like, no, it's about 11. Like, it's about, I think it was like 12. It wasn't too late, but it wasn't too early. And then I just started getting mad phone calls. And I'm like, what? So fucking, I finally answered one, and some homie's like, hey, bro, they shot and killed your homie. I'm like, what are you talking about, fool? They're like, yeah, your homie Leska got blasted. I'm like, shut up, bro. Like, shut the fuck up. And I just hung up, whatever. And then his lady called me, bro. And she called me, bro. And she's like, hey, fucking, yeah, it's true. And, I started crying and shit. I was fucking crying. Like, well, I sometimes still cry, because that was my road dog, bro. But Yeah, dog. I'm just saying it to say like, yeah, that was the craziest night for me of my life, bro. That shit changed my whole life after that because, like I said, that was like my best friend, bro. And that's why I got his name blasted right here, bro.
Can we see it?
Yeah, bro.
Oh shit.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, so that's my craziest story as far as like, because we were drinking. It was like, we're having a fun time, and I don't know what told me to
just
go
another
home.
night.
Yeah, and by the way, it was a double homicide. The fool with them, Robert, he got shot and killed too, bro.
What?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, and then people that were there, some people got hit. Like, you know what I mean? So I know for sure I would have.
You would have been right there in the cut, bro.
I mean, that's why you got that feeling, man. That's why you got
me.
me.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And
Got
I know,
the chills, bro.
Yeah, and that's a fact, bro.
crazy.
That's some real shit. Like, that's straight real story. Like, everybody knows that story, you know what I'm saying? Because I tell it all the time for people that want to know. But yeah, bro, that changed my life after that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was the craziest story I have as far as, like on some real G shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was a double homicide. They got
Cheers,
smoked.
man. Cheers to RIP to Yeska.
R.I.P. Yeska. homie.
Yeska, RIP Yeska, man, for sure. Yes, sir.
I love you,
Cheers,
homie.
bro.
I hope I'm making you proud, dog.
Dude, what was it? Just a beef or was it random? Or?
Nah, it's just some random bullshit, fool. You already know, just some random, yeah. But the thing is he had a bald head, brush, so so it's like, you look that part, homie? And he was a knucklehead, bro. I hate to say it, but he was a knucklehead, bro. And I hate to say it, but his time was coming because you can't be out there fighting people, and doing that type of stuff. It's gonna come back to you, bro. And I hate to say it, that's just what it is. So, I mean, yeah, but that's just the era that I lived in, though, bro. That's the era, homie. Early 2000s, homie. Psh, in LA, so let me tell you, bro, that shit was crazy.
What part of LA? Where did you grow up?
I'm from La Puente. You know what I'm saying? The SGV, you know what I mean? So it's like 25 minutes from downtown LA, but it's still active. Anybody that knows La Puente, Baldwin Park, those areas, like it still gets busy. It's just not LA. But my dad's from East LA. My dad's from 18th Street. You know what I'm saying? So like if anybody want,
yeah, for sure.
My dad's side are East LA legends. Like his dad was from Sangra. That's another gang. My grandma is Happy from Maravilla. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like my lineage, my dad's side is a lineage of gangsters.
Yeah.
But trip out on this. My mom's side, her parents are from El Paso.
Oh snap!
Shit, cool.
That's a connection you have with El Paso, right? Yeah, I remember you told me about that.
1440 Rebecca Ann. That's my grandma's house.
East side.
Yeah, east side. So
That's by my crib, bro.
Yeah.
and then her parents are from Juarez. Chihuahua. So you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's my connection here. That's why I'm trying to like really expand my brand here, bro, because I know I'm making my grandparents proud by being here, bro. And I know
I love that.
they would be, they would be like, oh, mijo, they would be proud that I'm doing it. Cause right now, I had a little like funk because like my son and like just life, bro. To be honest, after COVID hit, like I kind of like I'm not even in front. I kind of went down a little bit as far as my trajectory goes because I don't know, bro. It just life happened. But before that, that's how I became VHS, bro. I was producing for everybody in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like Rome Street, just like a lot of cats that are like literally famous now. You know what I'm saying? If you look at my first album on my credits, none of those guys were famous, bro. All those guys had a couple thousand followers. That's it. If you look at all of them now, they're all fucking out of here, bro.
That's
so that not only says I'm a visionary, I just know what's going on as far as this real hip hop shit goes. So, yeah, now I'm back on it though. So that's why I'm now this last, like, I would say year, a little more than a year, I just been going crazy now and start producing more, started getting more out there because I have to hit the ground running like I did in 2018, bro. Okay. That's what made me who I am. So yeah, Billboard, newspapers, magazines, you know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot of stuff. Like I've been on MTV, BET, with all my music, you know what I'm saying? So, but now it's time to get back on that, you know what I mean? That level of artistry.
That's dope, bro.
That's fucking amazing.
And that's around the time frame that I actually met him. Shout out to Nini's Bodega downtown, RIP for right now. But he was visiting. I guess one day he was with Atomic Wax.
Yeah.
Shout out to Atomic Wax, the record store downtown, Raul.
Mm-hmm.
He was cruising. They're walking by, and then they just popped into my shop, and then we started cutting it up. And he was, I think you bought some booze from us. No? I think you guys got some tall boys from us.
Well, Raul,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, Raul, he got some tall boys from us. And they hit us up, and we just kind of linked up, and that's when we just exchanged information, and we started following each other, and that's when we've just been in contact for the last couple of years.
And I was saying, I was like, man, I really wanted to shoot there, bro, because
I know, bro.
That shit was fucking dope.
Yeah,
bro,
the backs, yeah.
And I still ain't never seen nothing like that. Like still, like I said, I come from LA, well cultured. You know, there's too many podcasts. I mean, we could name a million, but I still that vibe, that energy, bro. Man,
I miss it, bro.
Yeah, you know,
you make me cry and shit.
For real, bro.
I miss my shop, bro. No,
that shit was dope.
It'll come back soon. I'm not gonna give up yet. But yeah.
No, and then it was a dope location. Like, come on,
it was, dude. That was the best part downtown.
Yeah.
But people didn't. you're not downtown. I'm like, bro, just because I'm in San Jacinto doesn't mean I'm not downtown. Like, that's what people think. Like, downtown is just San Jacinto. It's annoying, dog. It's annoying. I hate it.
See, and I don't know those politics.
Yeah,
You know, I'm not from here, but I love to learn. So thank you guys for like.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro, for sure. Yeah.
Because El Paso, I'm telling you, bro. Arizona, I would say it would be my second home, just because that's where I met my baby mom, and that's where I have my son. But I don't. That's not the truth. It's really El Paso, bro. Just because, yeah, bro. Think about it.
He feels like he's at home. I guess your roots, you could say.
Yeah,
no?
Bro. Like, I just gave you my grandma's address. You know what I'm saying?
We hear that a lot, man. A lot of folks that come from out of town, they say
bro.
that. Like, dude, El Paso is just like something that it's welcoming, right?
Yeah. Well, it's just my bloodline, homie. Like, it's undeniable. Like, my bloodline comes. My mom like grew up in that house. You know what I'm saying? That house I just say. So yeah, that's like, this is really my second home, bro. And Juarez too. I just came back from Juarez, by the way.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Ooh, thugging it, bro. It was but in a good way. Like, it was dope. But like, it was just a wonderful experience. I went out there digging for VHS tapes, you know what I mean, records, and just getting familiar, because I'm actually working with 2 artists from Juarez, so that's why I went out there. You know what I mean? Homie just couldn't come correct, so I ended up just partying and just living it up.
Yeah, what'd you do if you mind me asking?
Just going to, there were just different bars, just going through the mercados, because my record label is called El Mercado.
Okay,
so
cool.
so I love to go to the market and experience that real market shit. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Not like on some American shit. You know?
The real shit.
Like the real shit where like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, bro?
Exactly.
So like, I just love that energy and vibe. I feel like, I don't know, it just brings me to a place in my heart where like, I don't know, bro. It's just my artistry. If I get around that, I can really make some crazy music, being around that type of energy and vibe, man. So that's why I like to, to go experience that in Juarez. And like I told you, my grandparents come from there, bro. So, you know what I mean? I know I'm making them proud by just doing what I'm doing right now. And I really feel like, accomplished, bro, if that makes sense. Like, I really feel accomplished by being here, bro. That's why that's why I'm like, man, I got to do everything now. I want to podcast, whatever, like, hooking up with different artists, you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, I'm just really trying to expand right now, because obviously I'm new to El Paso. Nobody knows who I am, but I plan to change that,
That's dope, bro. So what got you, I guess, your start in music? When did you get your start in music? How did that go? Talk to us about that journey. Like, when you first got inspired, who was your inspiration? Why you did what you do?
So for me, bro, it's and I know this sounds cliche, but it's been in me, bro, since a little kid. Like, they have videos of me rapping like 5 years old, 7 years old, like rapping Too Short. Like, don't get mad if I fuck your cousin. Like, for real, they got me on VHS tape, like rapping like that. Like, I promise you, bro.
Too Short.
That's awesome. Like real shit. Because I have an older sister and an older brother, so they put me on with music. So I was stealing my brother's, like, because my brother's a blood. You know what I mean? So I was stealing my brother's like cassettes. He would have like Bloods and Crips. Back then there was like big cassettes and CDs like Blood versus Crips.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I was listening to that, Junior Mafia, fucking like crazy shit, bro. Like, man, I was, because of them, obviously I knew Eazy-E, you know. I was listening to, man, just everything, bro. Anything you could say, Dog Pound, Dog Food. Oh, that was my shit. Dog Food. Dog Pound. But so I was naturally gamed up because of my family. And then when I would come around, like, my sister had all her fine homegirls around me, bro. So I was naturally just, you know what I mean? Yeah, dog. So I was just naturally like, fucking, I naturally had charisma because of that, growing up around like that type of stuff. I naturally, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, naturally was feeling myself. So by having that type of energy, I think it really propelled my my artistry. Because you have to have confidence, obviously, in anything you do. Like, that's the first step to anything. You got to know who you are and have that confidence, because without that, you ain't getting nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if you don't believe in yourself, no one's going to believe in you. You know what I mean? Like,
real shit. And if you don't invest in yourself, that's another thing.
Yes, sir.
Why do you want me to spend $6K if you're not going to spend $6K? Like, because I just threw a show with, shout out Vel 9. I threw a show, she used to go by Vel the Wonder. That's what a lot of people know, but she's Vel 9. I just threw a show with her, and it was very successful. But that's my point. I had to break bread, bro. That shit was $6K to throw that show. Yeah. But if I didn't do it, who was?
Exactly,
nobody in my section have done that. You know what I mean? So I did it the first thing. So I'm about to do another show, and we're about to keep it running, man. But back to what you were saying is, like, so for me, it's always been organic. It's always been from the jump. I actually started rapping first, though. That was my first love. Yeah, I actually was rapping, like I said, since a little kid. And then I would say probably about 2007 is when I took it. No, I'm like 2007 is when, 2005 is where I bought my first beat machine. Shout out my mom, I love you. She put in 2 bands and I put in 2 bands. I was working at the hospital at the time, and this was for the MPC 2500. Wow, so anybody that knows what I'm talking about. This is before even Alchemist. Nobody was using it at the time. It literally just came out.
Really?
He was using the ASR because I know that's his weapon now. I know like
Yeah.
he stapled that now. Like everybody knows that. But this is when it first came out. So my mom's been supporting me from the jump, bro. And that was a lot of money back then, bro. I was working at Pomona Valley Hospital, thank God, and I was making good bread.
Yeah.
I should have never quit, but I quit because my homie architect, shout out to my homie architect, he was already going to Los Angeles recording school, like that, and that's a big school. That was like 60 grand back then, bro. It's like a legit thing, you know.
Yeah.
So he was going there, and he's like, bro, like I had my beat machine. He's like, but he was making beats. He was doing it the real way. Like I was still an apprentice, like type shit. Like I was like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't.
You're
really,
just fucking around with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I wasn't good. So he was the one like really good. So he's like, bro, what's up? So I was like, fuck it. So I sold my beat machine that I got. I only literally had it probably for like 6 months. I ain't gonna even front. Like I barely had it, but I sold that, and then I bought a mic, and then we just started working, bro. And then we started making songs, and we had a good buzz. This is when MySpace was just happening, bro. So we put all this shit on MySpace. I was getting like 10,000, 20,000 plays on my shit though, like for real, bro. It was starting to like gain traction and shit. So what ended up happening is he's like, bro, we gotta take this shit to the next level. I was like, all right. So he ended up moving to a sick ass spot called the Retreat in Corona. Like Warren G lived there. It was like very secluded. Like to even go in there, bro, the lady's like, hey, who are you? I was like, oh, my name's I'm here for Mark. They had to call them. You couldn't even get in. Hey, we have oh, yeah.
Damn,
let him in. I swear. It
Not
was
even like a fucking button. You had to fucking.
no,
That's crazy.
it was a fucking curl, and you had to say the right name. And then even if so, because think about it, you could have maybe got through it, but nah, they had to get a hold of you and be like, hey, is this person really for you? Okay, cool, let him in. So it was like that secluded, bro. It's called the Retreat in Corona. So his dad ended up buying like a crazy like $1 million house, bro. And it was like that's the first time I fully embodied music. Okay. I'm talking about waking up, only taking a shower, eating, and then in the studio all day.
Damn.
All day, bro. And his dad built that studio. We had a Sony C800G. We had a fucking bro. He had an SSL board. Like, bro, anything you could say, he had it. Like that studio probably was at least like $100K, bro, easily.
Whoa,
inside of the house.
Yeah,
inside of the house, bro. So every day I was just working, and then so in 2007 when I quit my job, I quit my Pomona Valley job to pursue my dreams, and that's where we went, and that's when we just started doing it heavy, and that's where I got my first taste of like fame, where I was fucking with like Night Owl RP, the homie Ramon. I don't know if I know the audience definitely knows who Night Owl is. He's the one of the original Chicano artists, bro, that really blew up. You know, I'm in love with a daddy. I'm in love with a stripper. Like that's a very big song, bro. Yeah. If you guys don't know, it's a very big song. And through that, I was working with like just a lot of people, like Frank Nitty. He's popping now.
I've heard Frank Nitty.
Yeah. You know, there's so many big artists. Let me think of somebody. Baby Bash.
Tight.
Yeah. There's just so many. Omar Cruz. He's not popping no more, but back then he was doing Telemundo, bro.
Wow.
He had Pimp My Ride. He was the first. He had the exhibit shit, Pimp My Ride, but for the Spanish shit.
No shit, they had the mixed version.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Oh, that's tight, bro.
Yeah, Omar Cruz. I had that was my first taste of like really dealing with people, and obviously living the life though. Yeah. That's why when I be telling anybody like, fool, you don't even know what that shit's like, dog. That's the way you should really live your life if you're really trying to do this. I mean, like you know what I'm saying? Like full on artistry, like the way I live my life right now. I live this. Yeah. Hip hop is not something you do, bro. It's something you live. You gotta live this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look. That's how I think, you know what I mean? So with me, that's really how I got my start, bro, and really how everything manifested from there, you know what I'm saying? And that journey, man, I think that's too long to talk about because from that journey to now, no. Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's how I got my start, and I really lived that life, bro. I'm talking about waking up, going to the studio, and then
eat, leave, and live
and
breathe it all. Yeah.
And then like I'm talking about fully embodiment, and I did that for like a long time, bro, years. I think I stopped in 2010 or 11, and that was only I'm like, okay. No, it's like 2012. Yeah, it's like 2012, 11. Mm-hmm. So like, think about it. That's like 5 years going hard though, like that, bro. So that's why I covered a lot of ground with that because think about it. I'm living it, bro. I'm eating, breathing, you know, sleeping, shit, and this shit. Yeah. So I made a thing. The only reason why, this is why me and my homie architect actually had a falling out because, bro, like his dad was taking care of me, bro. I didn't have to worry about nothing. I'm leaving like Lil Wayne. I promise you, bro. Yeah. We went to Vegas. We'll see all those fools. Like I'm at the Playboy Club. The checks are like 100 grand, 50 grand. I promise you, bro. I've been to every club. This is back when the Kardashians were fucking running that shit. So Rain was in the Playboy Club. This is back when the Palms was the spot, fool. Yeah. So I'm telling you, like everybody that knows Rain, the Playboy Club, Ghost Bar, like bro, this was a spot. So I experienced all that big rapper shit young, bro, because of his dad. He's a baller. Like, still, shout out Marco Brennis. He's still a baller. He's still running game, has houses everywhere, like still doing his thing. But I had to stop, bro, and I had to come and tell his dad, like, hey, I can't do this no more, because I didn't feel like a man, bro. I felt like a straight, because he was just taking care of me. I'm like, I know that if I don't do this, if I don't leave, then I'm not gonna mature and become a man, bro, and be wise, and you know what I mean? I'm just gonna be a fucking idiot, because I'm letting some grown man take care of me. So but he got mad because he thought like, oh, I was abandoning him, like, oh, fuck you, like, but that's not really what it was, and I had to tell him, but he didn't understand at the time, bro, but now he understands, and now we're cool. That my homie architect, we still do business. Like I give him money all the time as far as mastering. He fucks with me. We're that's my brother, bro.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I mean, but I had to say that because, bro, I had to grow up. So after that, that's when my life changed, bro. That's when I hit the streets. I was in the streets. It just, it got crazy, bro. That's when my life really happened. But thank God, because that's what turned me into VHS.
That's tight.
I'm saying, I had to go homeless. I had to have a kid. I had to go to jail. I had to go through every emotion, bro, to become who I am. And I thank God, because I need to, bro. You get what I'm saying? You have to experience life, bro. You have to go through all these trials and tribulations, bro. Adversity, like I always say, is my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the rose that grew from concrete. I'm not even supposed to be here, bro. Like I just told you my first story. There's been plenty of stories, bro, that I should have died or been in jail, and I don't know why I'm still here, bro. Because I've been in so many car accidents, bro. Like literally, bro. I've been in so many car accidents, bro. Like,
as in you the driver or passenger, but a little bit of both?
No, hell no.
You're always a passenger? Fuck, that sucks.
This is why I'm giving you the game, bro. I don't drive. I don't drive, bro. I don't drive. I've never had my license. I've driven.
I mean, you know how to drive, but you prefer not to.
I prefer not to because, bro, I'm traumatized, my boy. Like, it'll be cool, but then out of a sudden, I'll just start getting like, oh, fuck. Like, if I'm about to, exactly, bro.
Like some PTSD type shit.
Yeah, bro, because I've been in that many accidents, bro. I remember when I was like 5 or literally like 5 or 6, like that young, my brother stole a car, fool, and he took me. And he totaled it, fool.
You were in there with him.
Yeah, fool. And I'll never forget it, fool, because it was a bug.
That's traumatizing, dog.
So you know a bug? So you know what I'm fucking talking about.
You feel everything, that shit, dog.
And I flew and hit the windshield, bro. And you already know, bro. Like, bro, that shit was traumatizing, bro. And
damn, dog.
And how do I remember that shit? Even
it's
my mom,
traumatizing.
Yeah, even my mom's like, everybody's like, I'm like, you don't know my life. How you gonna tell me? Oh, so now you want me to die and go fucking kill other people and get in the car and like,
damn,
come on, dog. Like, but that's really because I know a lot of people don't know that shit about me, bro. That's why I wanted to share that. Nobody knows that about me, bro. Like, to be honest, nobody knows that. This is my first time sharing this right now.
I appreciate that, bro.
Thanks
for feeling confident to share with us.
You know what I mean? Well, I feel like I said, I feel like I'm home, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
But yeah, so see, that's something that's a free gem right there. But yeah, bro, I really, it's really scary for me, bro, to get behind the wheel, bro. And
you've been in the trenches, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Man.
Like, for real, bro. And I like I said, I'm not trying to like act like I'm, been through all this shit, but I come from LA, from a real place, bro. And all my family are part of that. Even my mom, even though she's a Christian for 40 years, like I haven't seen my mom smoke, drink, do anything. But she's from that life too. You know what I'm saying? My mom gets busy, fool. My mom gets down. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like, I see my mom. Yeah, my mom gets down. Like, that's what I'm saying. So she's just a woman of God now, but you know what I mean? Like, she comes from that. So she just tries to act.
She knows what's up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that my dad and my mom, like my whole, like, dude, I was telling the homie, like, bro, I don't have, like, we don't do that family shit, like, where there's all this, like, I don't know what that's like, homie. Damn. Like, yeah, my mom, my dad, like, even my mom, and I love you, mom, but, like, even growing up, she didn't be like, oh, I love you, mijo. Like,
you never.
I didn't have that, dog. Like, now me and my mom have a wonderful
great
relationship. Now it's like that, but growing up, bro, it wasn't like that because my mom was trying to be with her man, and he was always a gangster. My mom always, even now, she's with a gangster. Like, my mom just likes gangsters. Yeah. So, me being young, bro, I'm rebelling. Like, man, fuck that fool. Like,
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And then I seen
on like some baby boy type shit.
Exactly. And then I've been in situations where fool, I'm like about to stab that fool because he's so because dog, anybody comes against my mom, homie, like
I got you,
that's my mom, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are, big bad wolf or what's up, homie. Yeah. Like, that's my mom. So I just been through a lot of traumatizing things, bro, growing up. But thank God I have this music to cipher all that shit out, the poison, I would say, that negativity. And it really helped me blossom. Like I said, that's why I say I'm the rose that grew from concrete, bro. Because I feel like my surroundings didn't want to let me evolve, but I still evolved, right? And I still
still broke through and shit.
Yeah, I still,
man.
Regardless of all the adversity, all the negative, like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I just told you my best friend got shot and killed, and that's just one of them. Shout out the homie Higher RIP, Termite from Sangra. Like, bro, I got mad people that have died, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why. I don't. Well, I know why I'm here because of my music, but I'm saying like I always think to myself like, dang.
Bigger purpose.
Yeah,
type
yeah,
stuff,
exactly, bro. No, it's for sure, bro. There's not even no question. Like I'm here to impact people. Like, you know what I mean? And everybody knows, and this is not even no ego, all ego aside. Like when I come in the room, bro, you know, I shift energy. You know what I'm saying? I feel energy. You know what I mean? So I'm just grateful that God has blessed me with this brain and this body to experience this life with. You know what I mean?
It's sick, bro. I like that. That's dope. That's dope shit. You know, kind of speaking on that, you're talking about that I used to write raps and rap back in the day. So I wrote the question on before so I don't forget it.
Okay.
What's your favorite rap like that you wrote? Like a little verse, a couple things. Like what's the one that you wrote that you're like, fuck, like that's my shit. What's your favorite?
Or is
it kind of hard? Too many?
No, I haven't rapped for, bro. I haven't rapped forever. I make beats now.
No, but like from back in the day, like, is there anything that just kind of stands out to you that you're just kind of like, that was my line, that was my thing?
Oh, dude.
Nothing that kind of like just pops in your head?
Nah, because dude, I haven't been in rapper mode for like 10 years. Like, like 15,
at least.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, I've been a prolific producer for so long that.
Yeah.
I haven't even like I can't even I mean I got raps I could go to old music, you know what I mean, but like I can't even like say something.
That's all good. It's all good. All right, let me ask you a follow-up question then. Who are like, let's say your top 3 producers of all time?
Top 3 producers, easy. That's easy. Madlib first.
Okay.
Second, J Dilla.
Okay.
Third, Alchemist.
I was going to say, dude, Alchemist got to be that dude. Fuck yeah, Alchemist is. All right,
Alchemist is on everybody's list, man.
Yeah, Alchemist is the third for sure.
Do you fuck with any like of the newer people, like let's say some Metro Boomin type shit? Do you fuck with like anything like that? Benny Blanco. I know Benny Blanco's a little bit different, but he's got a little bit of pop. He's got a little bit of rap. Like, what's your feeling on those type of people?
You know, and this is just
on some real shit.
Yeah,
on some real shit,
exactly. This is why I'm glad that you're asking this question because, like I tell everybody, you know, like I'm 40, so I come from that real era, homie.
Yeah.
So like, if you're not like getting your own drum kits, like, you know, truncating your kick and snare from records and like doing it the way that it's supposed to be done, I can't really look at you as a producer, bro. It's kind of like a DJ. You coming over here with your digital fucking, come on, bro. If you don't bring records,
you press play.
You ain't a DJ to me, homie. Like, where's your records at?
So you prefer like a scratch, you know, mixing the actual. I'm saying
if you're DJ, same thing we're producing, bro. Like, where's your beat machines at? Where's your fucking, you know, it's like if I'm a samurai, where's your sword, bro? You don't have a sword? Your laptop's your sword? Are you serious right now?
I get you.
Come on, bro. Like, I'm just saying that's the era because it's hip hop.
That new age shit.
Yeah, this is hip hop.
Yeah.
This is not that shit. So to me, it's like you have to come correct, and that's what I'm saying. I respect those guys because obviously, but I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. If I just got a computer and did all that Ableton or whatever, Fruity Loop, bro, I could easily do that. But there's no talent in that shit, fool. All you're doing is pressing shit. Like it's baby food. That's what I call it. That's baby food shit.
Okay.
So I don't do that, bro. I want some real, you know, like I just told you, I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on records, bro. Yeah, I go fucking, you know what I'm saying? I spent all my money on records, bro, and VHS tapes because I go digging. I just told you, I just came from Juarez digging.
Juarez, yeah.
I risk my life for fucking digging for my source material. Yeah. So like that's how serious it is for me. So no disrespect to those guys.
Definitely.
It's just like that's why I name my 3 top producers because that's what those guys embody.
So let's say you go find a record at a random ass retro shop, vintage shop, whatever you call it, anywhere, middle of fuck nowhere, fucking Texas, Arizona, Nevada, wherever, right? Mm-hmm. Let's just say you find something that intrigues you, you take it, and then there's like a fucking beat or something. Mm-hmm. Like, do you grab that from there? Yeah, and then you use that type shit or what?
Yeah. I pretty much I do it all, bro. So like if I see some drums I like or even a vocal thing, like we must get to the next mission or you know whatever, just like anything, sound bites, like I get everything, bro. I promise you. Like I sample anything that I feel is beneficial to my album or you know what I'm doing. But but it all correlates, you know what I'm saying?
Can I ask a question touching on that, man? So let's say, for example, like you find the record, you play it like out loud, and then you record it with a microphone? Is that how it works?
No. So I will record it into my beat machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Like I said, I use all analog equipment, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I record it into my beat machine, and then then I work on my album there. I do all my things on my beat machine, and then when it's time, I take it to the real studio, you know, and then track it out with Pro Tools.
I've always been curious.
Yeah, I've been. That's something like. I want to pick his brain, and then man. Going off of that. Let's say you borrow fucking Luis Miguel. Let's just say that's the first person. Like, let's say do you have to pay like something to him for sampling his shit?
Yeah,
or,
well,
how does that work?
I've had a few things where that's why like okay, for instance, I was about to do something for Ego One Sir TDE, and he liked my shit or whatever. I even could show you proof, but He was like, is it's just a sample? I'm like, of course, like I'm a sample-based producer.
Yeah.
And then he just ghosted me because because how it is in the industry, bro, nobody wants to deal with that shit.
Because they have to pay and
exactly.
bills,
It's just it's a lot of bullshit, bro.
Getting it approved type shit.
But I'm never gonna change, bro.
Okay, so I'll follow up on that. Let's just say you're walking downtown Nevada somewhere, fucking Reno. You hear some shit, like someone's playing some shit, whatever. Can you record your shit and that's like you? Or is it kind of like
No. You
still
no. You. Here's the thing that I tell people, like I don't just sample something like the way it is. I'm gonna slow it down completely, speed it up completely, and then like chop it up for the most part. Sometimes I just like to loop a 2 or 4 bar sample because it's like it's too perfect. I'm like, this is how this thing called drumless started. So I don't know if you're familiar with like Nicholas Craven, but this is how drumless got started as far as today. You heard that last Larry June album or something? There's only two tracks with drums on them, like full production. The rest are just loops.
Yeah.
So
true. That's true, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So right now, what I've been known for and what I've been doing, it's a trend. But 2018, 17, everybody's clowning on me. Like even I'm not gonna name names, but put people on their bus. But a lot of people that now are doing all that shit, they were like, you know, what the fuck? That's weird. Or, you know, they weren't fucking with me because I saw would have done an album with them. Yeah. But now everybody's doing this shit. So it's just funny to me, like, man, I told you fools. Yeah. And now everybody's doing because bro, my first album, there's no drums on it. It's just loops. It's just, you know what I mean? I like to give the rapper the platform, if that makes sense. So my sound is very cinematic, but it gives the rapper a chance to really perform their full artistry because it's like, you know, your vocals are your instrument, bro. So if you can't rap without drums, then you don't have no flow. Think about it. You have no cadence, you have no flow, you have no melodies. You know what I mean? You don't know how to use your voice yet. Because I mean, I'm not gonna say names like I said, but there's big artists that I work with, bro, and they're like,
name them. We can fucking edit that shit out.
No.
I'll
Because there's some of the gangster homies, you know, and I don't want to offend nobody, but I'm just gonna say on some real shit. There's a lot of famous people, big people, that they can't get on with this because they'll be like, fuck, fool, you have me tripping out right now. I don't know if I'm on beat or whatever because you're having me spend all this studio money. And you know what I mean? I don't know if I could rhyme to this shit because there's no drum to keep their tempo for them. Yeah. Think about it. So it's one of those things, either you can do it or not. But you have to be a real rapper and rap on my shit. That's my point. You have to really know how to rap. Yeah, because your voice is an instrument, bro. And you have to know how to navigate, you know what I'm saying? And do it the proper way. So if you can't rap, like, yeah, it's very hard to get on my production, but that's why I like it. Because it's like I'm giving you the stage type shit and I'm just playing the background. That's why I like my production the way I do it, because it gives the artist, the rapper, the full like display of like, oh damn, this fool could rap. You know what I'm saying?
I love that, man. I love that because
but it's cinematic though, for sure. Like you listen to my shit, like damn, this shit's cinematic.
Dude, I like that you're like that's your thing and you're standing on business like
exactly.
That's you, bro.
Exactly.
I like that.
But you're also like giving part of your craft to platform to somebody else, man. That's fucking awesome.
Exactly.
I've never really thought of it that way.
That's so sick, dude.
Well, I feel like that's part of my job being a producer. I gotta put people on. So that's why I had linked up with the homie Tony right here. Tony,
shout out Tony.
Shout out Tony.
You got some fly ass braids, dog. Shit, they're clean as fuck, dog. I mean, like seeing your braids makes me miss my long ass hair and shit. Nah. It looks fresh, but I like it. Fuck with it.
The homie came out, so showing love to the homies from Waters and shit, and we didn't have. It's just all organic, everything we do. I'm not trying to take all your time, but I was gonna take out the braids before he got here, and then I'm like, fuck, well, he's gonna be here.
Now they look fresh, bro.
Fucking have to, pop out and get some content. So I'm like, let me just keep these in, keep getting, the fresh little taper line up and shit. But
that's dope, bro.
You know what I mean?
Fuck with that. So I wanted to ask you, where can people like listen to your shit? Do you have like a link? Do you have?
Yeah.
I mean, where can people hear what you got?
So this is another crazy thing about me, man. Is bro, you have to buy my vinyl and cassette. I don't.
I love that shit, dog.
I am the pimp, and the beats are my bitches. You feel me? Spotify is not my pimp.
Bro, I like that shit.
Everybody gets pimped by Spotify, Apple Music. I do not get pimped by them. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's sick, bro.
This is my, you know what I mean? This is my work. Yeah. You're not gonna take all my work and money from me like that. But I do have a few songs on Spotify, Apple Music, because I've done a lot of independent. I do deals, bro. Like with a company from Italy. I do another deal with a company from France. Okay. So I get my bread. But that's why I said I only done one album. Everything else I've been paid to do, bro. Everything else I've been paid to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
And so for me, that's the way you gotta listen to VHS. You gotta buy my vinyl or cassette. That's just what I built up. And if you look at it now, a lot of people are following this suit. This is what I'm trying to say. A lot of people are copying what I'm doing, and I'm not saying it like that, but you get what I mean. Like, I've been doing this for so long. That's why I leave my Instagram the way it is, so people could see, like, bro, I've been doing this since 2016, 17, homie. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So, and look, it's almost been 10 years now. So think about it. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm grateful that I like you said, I stood on business, and my integrity is never jeopardized as far as my artistry goes.
So where can people buy your records and your cassettes?
Oh, they sell out fast.
Oh, okay. Like, is it like in person? Can people order online?
Oh, no, it's online. Okay. So when I drop it, it's like a Supreme drop. You gotta get it. And if not, then because I only make 100 or 200 of them, bro. I don't do a lot of them, but that's how I built my my little cult following.
That makes sense.
I have a cult following, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with that, dude.
Yeah, I have a cult following, bro. So I'm grateful for it. Shout out all the followers. But yeah, that's how you gotta listen to my music, bro. That's my shit. Like that.
I fuck with that. That's dope. That's dope. So is it hard for you to get your shit on vinyl, or like do you have someone out there in LA?
Oh, hell no, man. I got too many. Man, I'm the vinyl man. There's not one fucking store that I don't know from here to fucking New York, bro. For real, I've done business with so many cats. I mean, obviously there's still some, but I hit almost every record store. I promise you, from here to New York, bro. I hit so many, and they all know. Like, motherfuckers know me as far as records go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's been one of your like best finds that you just like the holy grail type?
Hell
shit?
Yeah. Okay. I have it on my phone. I'm gonna show you. I found it for $1, and it's worth $1,500. That was my big flip.
$1?
Yeah, I found it for $1, and it's worth $1,500. That's my biggest flip I ever done, like in everything.
Yeah.
And it's a. Hold on, I got it right
here.
here.
Do your thing.
I got it right here.
That's fucking crazy, dude. I remember recently. Well, no, I don't know how long it was ago. My mom had like a suitcase or 2 old suitcases from like the 80s full of records, bro. And I was like, "What is going on?" I inherited them, bro.
Oh, nice.
Like I have the whole collection. I used to have it at the old studio back right here from Montana.
Yeah.
But right now they're in storage. But dude, I have like this case just full of fucking. There's like Sonny Osuna and like all these old school 80s, 70s people. I don't know if you want
to zoom in or what, but that's it.
Oh shit!
And everybody, like any real crate diggers know, bro. That shit's rare. Like
Poder del Alma Estéreo.
That shit's
Estéreo.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, bro. Like that shit's I sold
that
it.
That looks like a cool ass.
I sold it instantly.
Oh shit!
I sold it instantly.
I have bad eyes, bro.
No, it's all good.
Like, where do you sell your shit? eBay or just randomly, like in person?
Like I said, I know people. So
is it autographed?
It looks like it's signed.
It looks like it, but yeah,
it's signed.
Well, I know all the diggers. That's what I'm saying. I'm part of the community, so I know all the diggers. So like, it was very easy to sell. But what I will say, as far as VHS goes, my biggest VHS find is actually this Dragon Ball Z VHS tape. So to educate you guys on this, this is a sample Dragon Ball Z tape. This is VHS anime history. This is the first VHS to ever come into the States, and it's a sample tape. Like, I regret selling this. I sold it for $500. I shouldn't have sold it because it's priceless, dog. It's worth thousands. And I just didn't know, because right now the VHS community, it's in incubation still. But I don't know if you guys know, VHS is cracking right now, bro.
Yeah,
the physical media in general is just popping.
Bro,
DVDs like, even, but they VHS more.
Yeah. No, people. I mean, bro, you can just eBay and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, it's getting on the record shit.
Yeah.
So that's my worst mistake I ever made. Like, literally, I wish I never sold that shit, bro. Cause fuck, dude, that's why I have it like this, cause it's manifestation. I'm like, God, please let me find another one. So I just keep looking at it like, hopefully I find another one, cause bro, the next one I'm gonna keep, But I need
send me that picture, bro, so I can post it so people can see it.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So for me, like, that was my biggest VHS find, because it's like it's literally priceless. Like, anybody knows what I'm talking about. Like, it's a sample tape. You know what I mean? Like, it's priceless, dog. Like, shouldn't have sold it.
Bro, I've like the saddest story when it comes to VHS is my pops. Like, I mean, my siblings grew up in the 70s and 80s. I grew up in the 80s. We had a shit ton of fucking VHSs, man. A shit ton of them. And my pops is like, these shits aren't worth anything. And he fucking threw them all away.
Damn.
Like 3 months ago, bro.
Nah, bro, why would you?
I told my sister, I'm like, why the fuck didn't you tell me? And she's like, he didn't tell me. He just fucking went and did it. I'm like, dude.
Bro, if you have any horror in there, bro.
Dude, there was a Disney, there was horror, there was everything.
If you have the horror, bro,
everything.
He threw away a lot of money.
I know, bro.
The horror is really where it's at, though. It's not. Really, it's not. It's the Disney. I could tell you straight up. It's really the horror and then like the Disney original movies. Not Disney. Not like Beauty and the Beast and stuff like that. Like the Disney original movies, like the one with Even Stevens. You know, like Shia LaBeouf, shit like that.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Bro.
those ones,
What?
bro, they go up to like
What?
$7,000, bro.
Rather than like Beauty and the Beast?
Nah, because you gotta understand, it goes by how rare and limited they are.
What
Oh, so the mass-produced ones.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
mass produced, they're mass produced.
shit.
Like,
Okay.
ain't nobody trying to fuck with those clamshell businesses.
All right, so I don't feel so
That's
bad because it was
crazy,
mostly those.
dude.
All right.
Yeah,
I don't
but
feel
no,
so bad.
but the
There was
horror
horror.
shit,
There was a bunch of horror in
bro.
there.
Like the original Halloween, bro. That shit's
Damn.
Dude,
that's
all
crazy.
in there, bro.
yeah. The original
Don't
Halloween.
tell me that
yeah.
was in there,
Yeah.
dog.
That's
Promise.
wild, dog.
The
Fuck.
original Halloween, yeah. So I feel bad because even too now I'm like, fuck, that shit hurts me because I'm obviously on VHS. So
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, fuck, I would have bought those shits from you.
Dude,
Yeah.
and then I had just been telling my sister like that about vinyls and stuff,
Yeah.
and the conversation never switched over to VHS. Oh, dude, like it killed me. That's why when you told me about the vinyl record, your mom's record collection, I thought that's where the story was gonna go the same way. But nah, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. You got to keep.
I have a big ass box, like probably like this big, like it was bigger than a U-Haul, and it just stacked with all of our VHSs that me and my sister had, like everything.
Oh, you
bro.
still got them?
Yeah, we still got it
Hell
somewhere in
yeah,
storage,
bro.
just like
Hell yeah.
either upstairs in the attic or like in my sister's room. Like
Oh, nice.
we still have them, bro.
How much would you say you have?
I'd probably say at least 200 movies.
Oh, nice. Those,
yeah.
that's
So I need to go like look, take
Yeah,
pictures
you-
and find them because we
Yeah.
got the Mighty Ducks in there, like the
Yeah.
original. The
Or you might be sitting on a gem, bro.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? You
I got a
never
bunch of
know.
different shit, bro.
You should
Got a
definitely
ton
check
of
that
different
out.
shit. Yeah,
Shit.
that's sick.
Fuck, dude.
So what do you got right there, bro? Show the people what you got. I see it's a Nickelodeon. What is it? Cassette tape?
Yeah,
Player?
because so now, like what I do, I really just try to fully immerse myself, like, because this is just the way I think. Like, because I only watch cartoons. Like, if it's my shit, I'm just gonna watch cartoons. Obviously, I watch movies because of my son or whoever else, I'm with a woman or whatever. Go to the movies. I watch movies, obviously, but me,
Your
personally,
choice, yeah.
my choice. I'm throwing on cartoons, like straight up, because
Oh,
like I said,
shit.
it makes me feel like a little kid, bro. And
Yeah.
why would I want to like feel like a little kid? Why would I want to feel happy and like that way? So for me, what I'm doing now is I'm just fully embodying like the shit I couldn't do. Like, so anybody knows back in the early days, fuck, to watch Nickelodeon, you had to be rich, bro.
That's,
That
yeah,
shit-
the cable
yeah.
bullshit.
yeah. And I didn't have, we're fucking Section 8. I used to pay my homie George, shout out my homie George, $5 to get WrestleMania and get all the wrestling fucking shit, bro. Cause I didn't have pay-per-view. So I'm like, hey, bro, he's like, hey, just give me $5. I'll dub it for you and give you the tape.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. So, so I had to like, it was hard for me to watch dope shit back then because we were poor, So this is a big thing to me because I couldn't get this growing up, bro. This was like expensive shit,
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I'm buying everything that I couldn't get, just like the shirt.
Yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
You know what I mean? Like now, so that's how I look at it. It's just like I like to live the way I could have as a kid. I couldn't have as a kid.
Yeah.
So and it makes me feel good about myself, bro. I don't know. I'm just saying the feeling is indescribable. It's really like a place of peace and tranquility when I watch my cartoon and get my beat machine. It's like, man, I don't know. It's just hard to explain. But so that's why I try to fully do that and just embody that because why wouldn't I? Everybody, you little kid or you watching cartoons like my baby mom, fucking little kid watching cartoons. It's like, what are you talking about? Like,
It's just
not-
a TV show. I mean, you're chilling.
Yeah, but it's like if something makes me feel good, why wouldn't
Why?
I do
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
So you look at it negative, like in a negative way. I don't look at it in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just literally watch cartoons, bro, and all the Nickelodeon shows when I was growing up were the ones I like are Doug.
Yep.
This is before it got fucking lame before it went to Disney. Original Doug, the dope shit. I can't lie. Rugrats, I got out of
Rugrats.
because it blew up.
Yeah.
I don't like shit that blows up. Obviously, I don't like trendy shit. Never have, never will. Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern
That's
Life.
my shit,
That's a good
bro.
one.
That's like my favorite shit. And think about it. All that humor, bro, I didn't get it. But now I get it. You know what I'm saying?
As an
the
adult, we
shit-
get it, yeah.
Yeah, as an adult, I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, this is not for kids, homie. and then,
SpongeBob, that one, and there's a bunch of shows that are like all fucking.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Ren
see it,
and
like-
Stimpy, bro.
Ren and Stimpy,
fucked
dog.
up, bro.
Ren and
Fuck,
Stimpy
dude.
is my shit, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Ren and Stimpy was my shit, though, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
me
fucking
too.
love that shit. You
Yeah, me
stupid
too, man.
idiot. Like,
You idiot.
yeah, and then back then, even just having that, like, because to me, that was like a Mexican thing. Like, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, we got a fucking Mexican dog, what I mean? Like, for real, that's the way I
Yeah.
looked at it. Like, oh, shit, we got a little, because, we still don't get shine. Who do you have? Speedy Gonzalez? Like,
Yeah,
this is before Dora, obviously, bro. This
Yeah.
is before all that shit, But yeah, so those are the ones that are like those main ones, and then Aro Monsters. I don't know
Our
if-
monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my
So
shit,
those
yeah.
are literally like those are the main prime Nickelodeon cartoons when it first started coming out. So I'm just infatuated with those. So
That's sick.
that's mostly what I watch.
That's probably like the peak, the golden era.
That's what
fucking
I'm
I
saying.
think so.
Nickelodeon. Hell
It
yeah.
is.
And that's what we're talking about even right before the show with Hey Arnold, with
Yeah,
the jazz
exactly.
music, like the
Yeah.
composer, like
Yes.
just the illustration of the cartoon, just everything, the room. That was just like a great cartoon in my opinion, you know?
Yeah, and then so what I do is I make my own beat tapes, and then I listen to them.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's, you know what I mean? That's what
Yeah.
I do. And then obviously I sample a lot of like I do sample records, obviously, but I sample a lot of cartoons, man.
That's
I
sick,
do.
bro.
I sample a lot of cartoons, man. Like Rainbow Bright. People won't even, oh fuck Rainbow Bright. That's some fucking
80s
fresa
stuff,
shit
yeah.
or whatever. No, you know how people are because
Yeah.
it has a rainbow. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, guys, bro. Guys think. I don't know, man. Guys are just weird, bro. They think that machismo mentality.
Yeah,
is,
that
like, bro,
machismo
shut
mentality.
up, bro. Like,
Yeah.
man, I'll watch Rainbow Bright and we could still get down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
what are you
Yeah.
talking about, bro? Like,
Exactly.
so yeah, man. I love all cartoons. That's what I'm saying. I literally, and if you think about it, who makes them? They're all adults.
Mhm.
Not like
That's
kids are
true,
making
yeah.
these shits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
right.
like grown fucking 50-year-old, 40-year-old older man. Look at the guy that made Akira. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, bro,
That's true.
all the dopest shit. Because I love anime, by the way. I'm a big anime head
yeah.
too. I love anime, bro. I just got off it because, like I was telling you. So for what I do, like the low end theory, lo-fi scene, at one point, bro, that's all people were sampling and using. I know you guys seen where people were just using anime and putting beats over it.
Mhm.
Oh my god, that shit was so annoying because it blew up, and that's what I really, you know, that's my style. That's really who I am.
Yeah.
So I stepped away from it for a while, but now I'm back.
Yeah.
Now that's what I'm telling you. Now I'm back, creating my cassettes again, watching anime, buying, you know, getting fully immersed because I realized like it doesn't matter if people do it because I feel like that's my shit. You know what I mean? So I don't care if people do it. So now I'm back doing that. But I stopped for a while because I had a bad taste in my mouth because everybody was doing it, bro. Like literally, it was a SoundCloud era, if you guys are familiar.
Yeah.
Where everybody was making beats,
Mhm.
like all people like me, and putting it on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And we were just reposting. It was like a crazy era. That's where like 1-2 came out of. I don't know if you're familiar with him, BSDU, like a lot of big acts, like Knowledge actually. I know you know Knowledge.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like Knowledge comes from that. Mind Design, like they all come from that. Like my shit, Flying Lotus, the biggest one.
Shit,
Flying Lotus, bro. I remember Flying Lotus, bro. He wasn't
Back
even-
when he was
nobody knew
starting
that.
out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I come from that era. I'm 40,
Yeah.
so the low end theory is what the scene's called.
Low end theory?
Yeah, low end theory. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's tight.
But yeah, so now I'm back on like my original, the way I originally came in. Because before like I said, when it came trendy, it had a bad taste in my mouth, so I had to step back from it.
But I remember back in the day, it's probably like 97, 98. My sister had just got like a CD player. Like my mom or somebody had bought her like a Walkman, badass little thing. And I was like, you know, a little jealous just because I was like, fuck, like I want one too. But I was a little bit younger, like a year or whatever. And like I couldn't for the longest time. And then I remember one day my mom was like, hey, go with me to the store. And I was like, all right, cool. So you fucking dip out to Walmart right down in Yarborough, where right now it's a Burlington, old school. And she takes me to like the music section or whatever, and she buys me like a little Sony Walkman, like a little
Hell yeah.
cassette tape.
Nice.
And I was like, fuck, that's sick. And she's like, well, you can get one cassette. And I was like, well, they don't sell the one that I want here. Because back then, I don't know if they still do, but they never sold a parental advisory and shit at Walmart. So she's like, well, where do you want to go? And I was like, well, Warehouse Music. They have like music there.
These
Because
little kids will never know about
Bro.
Warehouse Music, homie.
Bro, my cousin, shout out to my cousin Tortuga, El Pinche Eric. He would drive us to school, back to home in my grandpa's truck, busting a Redman CD.
Yep.
Doc's the Name 2000,
Yep.
back in like 98, I think. And that's the first cassette that I got was that one because I was, you know what, I want that one. And shit, my mom bought that shit for Redman, bro.
That's
So
hard.
Redman, Doc's Name 2000, that was my first cassette,
That's some
bro.
real hip hop shit.
Yeah,
right there.
that.
That's some
And then
real
I think
hip-hop
my second or third was like a Limp Bizkit tape. Just because
Okay.
it was like trendy at the time, so I just grabbed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, Redman, Doc's Name 2000. That was my first shit. dog.
That's a great introduction, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Shout
a
out to my
great
mom.
introduction.
Shout out to my
That's a
cousin,
great-
bro.
Great
That's dope,
introduction.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a great introduction
Hell
to
yeah.
hip hop. That's what's up.
So now it's like I don't have any tapes, but like I wouldn't even know how do you record it to a tape?
Well,
Is it hard?
No, hell no, bro.
No.
Especially nowadays, bro. All that equipment. Well, sometimes it's expensive, sometimes it's cheap.
Because it's obsolete,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. You know, people don't know. You know, but then there's people that do know. So just Anyways, my point is I do it the old-fashioned way, bro. Just I have a 16-track Tascam.
Yeah.
And then I just dump it out with my beat machine. And I track it. Okay, here's kick, snare, sample, hi hat.
That's sick,
Build
bro.
on it, and then I'll put my samples. Yeah, and then I just make my beat like old fashioned. Like I used to make tapes, really, bro. I put this on everything. I was in high school making beat tapes.
That's
Everybody
sick.
knows, like everybody can. everybody,
Confirm it, yeah.
everybody can confirm it that knows me, bro. I was the only one doing that shit. Nobody was making fucking beat tapes back then.
See, I was making mixtapes back in there. Remember that? I would burn CDs for a bit, but not. There's no way I would make beat. I mean,
I really was in high school,
I fuck with
bro.
that.
I really
fuck with
was.
that.
Just like in high school when I grew up, I was still rapping. Remember, I was in ninth grade, so I was still rapping back then. And when I was rapping, bro, there was literally 2 black guys, me, and the Asian guy. That's it that rapped, bro. The whole school. Wow. So during lunchtime, we were the only ones kicking rhymes. Yeah. The only fool. So everybody, you know, I've been. That's what I'm saying. I've been.
That's cool.
Been
bro.
this and been doing this for so long, bro.
That's dope. So, gives people like a little vision of the past a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they, I mean, we are young-ish. Like, you know what I mean? We're young. We're still young. But we still have that flavor of like the old school shit, the pre-technology. Yeah. Plus, we still got the technology, that modern shit. You know what I mean? I like that. That I feel like our generation has that. Yeah. Like we're that bridging thing. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I feel like we're the last hope, bro.
Yeah.
No shit. Like we're the last hope, bro.
Like, we are, man.
We have to fucking, let people know really what it is, and the integrity that is alien to today's society. The characteristics and attributes, has humans. Like I feel like a lot of the stuff I grew up on, the principles, and bro, they're just
out the window, bro.
Yeah, they're not here no more, bro. And that's something that really irritates me because I have a 11-year-old son, bro, and I have somebody I have to raise right and instill those values in, bro. So for me, I'm raising him right and just trying to let him know, like, because he always would be like, oh, Dad, you have a lot of friends. Because, I bring him to, shout out Pirate, you know what I mean? I bring him to Pirate headquarters, let him get some clothes, you know what I mean? And just showing him the life. And he thinks that he'll always say things. I'm like, son, I don't really have that many friends. You know what I mean? Because I was like, you don't understand what a friend is yet, son. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know what I'm getting at. So like, you only have probably 5 real friends. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like people that you just count. Yeah, exactly. It's just a lot of, they only fuck with me because I'm VHS. You get what I mean? Just like with women. Like I know the difference, bro. I know you don't fuck with Jesse, Jesus. You fuck with VHS. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very easy to see. You know what I mean? Because I haven't been, and I'm not even famous yet, but I've been nobody and then I've been me. So I know the difference. I get it. I understand the energy. You know what I mean? I understand the exchange. But I'm just saying stuff like that. Like my son doesn't understand. Like even the internet, thinking an influencer, like, man, that shit, you don't want to be an influencer. You don't want to do none of that shit. You know what I mean? You want to build. First of all, you want to find your purpose. And then once you find your purpose, you fulfill your purpose. And then that's your life. Yeah. Very easy. See, I'm trying to explain that to him because he wants to be a soccer player. So I'm saying, oh, you want to be Ronaldo? Okay, well then let me show you. Let me show you what's gonna entail for you if you want to be a soccer player. Because I'm telling him he doesn't want. You have to practice every day, bro. I'm gaming him, telling him how. I was like, you think you're just gonna one day wake up and that's it? Yeah. That's not how it works, son. You have to right now. You have to start, and then you know what I mean? Because that's the way
keep
it was
working
with music.
Yeah.
Bro, I've never done different trends and I'm gonna be a basketball player now, bro. This has been my whole life. This has been my path my whole life. Even if it wasn't rapping or making beats, right? I mean, making beats. But it was rapping at first. I just told you. And then making beats. But I've always been a hip-hop baby. I started off like, hip-hop, bro. Like graffiti, everything, bro. I've done every element in hip-hop. I've done every element. It's just now I'm producing because that's what God wanted, obviously. And now I'm fucking here producing for, all the cats in the game and shit.
That's amazing.
That's dope, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That was fucking sick. So I'm just writing some notes just so I don't fuck up. I wanted to ask you, bro, since we're talking about the whole music stuff, are there any genres that you would love to do or dabble in other than hip hop?
Mm-hmm.
What would
I already
it be?
have.
Okay.
Shout out Amy Douglas. I just did a disco track for her. Disco.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she's a famous disco in Brooklyn, New York. Amy Douglas.
Amy Douglas?
She signed to Domino Records.
Nice.
So I got some shit with her. Yeah, I will, bro. Because to be honest, like I love rap, but dude, these rappers are straight divas, bro. Like I'm gonna be real, like fuck all you rappers, like for real, bro. Like I'm tired of that shit, bro. Like I'm being honest, bro. Like these fools need to, like you ain't saving kids, like you ain't, you're not discovering new planets or what, you know what I'm saying? Like you just put words together and rap, bro. Like you guys need to all calm it down, stop with the ego shit. Cause for real, bro, like rappers are they're just, you get what I'm getting at, bro. So I like to work. So what I'm saying is I like to work with women more, bro, because they take direction. They don't get all butthurt if I'm like, hey, redo that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Rappers are just very like, you already know, just the ego.
I'm
shit.
the best. I'm
But in every element, like, bro, chill.
For sure.
Like you're not. I'm sorry to tell you, you're not that guy, bro. Yeah, None of us are. We're all just humans trying to figure it out, right? Ain't nobody got this shit figured out. So we're all just trying to figure it out. So I like to work with singers right now. Okay. I'm working with some R&B singers. I a few. So yeah, I'm already venturing out. And plus too, bro, at this point, like I'm telling you guys, it's time for me to get my Grammy. You know what I'm saying? It's time for me to fucking get plaques. It's time for me to take it to that level. So obviously I can't keep doing what I'm doing. I have to expand and grow, this is what that is. Yes, and then, working with, like I told you, platinum producers. So what I'm doing right now, my main goal and mission is to excavate, which I already told you what I do, which is find the sample and then give them to like famous people. Like shout out FKA first. He did a Post Malone, White Iverson, just too much shit. Larry June, like he produced for everybody. I mean, he's fucking literally everybody, bro. There's Travis Scott, like every fucking album he's produced on. And what I'm doing now is I'm giving them samples now. And all I said is like, I just want a point on the record. Yeah. So if it goes platinum, I have a plaque because I gave him that sample.
Nice.
And so instead of them paying for me, so that's what I'm doing now. So I don't sell out either. Because I'm not making no jiggy shit. I have nothing to do with it. But I gave them the sample. So see, I'm able to still reach that level without me selling out, doing that type of music.
Bro.
That's
smart. That's smart.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's my main goal right now. And I barely started doing that, honestly, for like 6 months. I barely, I'm a year. Okay. Because I'm working with a couple cats, you know, doing it like that. Shout out Young Josh too. He's done a lot of big things. The homie Young Josh, platinum producer as well. Nipsey Hussle, he did a track on Nipsey Hussle Victory Lap. He's done a lot of shit. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now because like I said, I want to. It's time for to expand and grow even bigger than what I am. Because I like where I'm at, but it's just some underground hip hop shit. It's time for to be, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Who are some of your top artists that you would like just dream artists that dead or alive that you could just work with?
Oh, dead or alive.
Dead or alive, just
easy.
Top 3.
Well, shout out Nipsey, because Nipsey was a big deal.
Sure.
I'm from LA, bro. Yeah. So like that, my favorite rapper is Tupac. You know what I mean? Then I would say Nipsey, like straight up. Okay. And then I would say like either Raekwon or Ghostface would be my third favorite.
Oh, dope. Sick.
But that's so you understand what type of MCs I like. So
okay.
But if I dead or alive, man, that's an easy one. Alive. Well, I'll just give you alive.
Give me alive.
I'll give you alive first. The girl from Portishead, the singer from Portishead.
Portishead?
Yeah. Oh, you never heard of Portishead?
It's a indie band, right?
No. It's called trip hop. But bro, you gotta listen to Portishead. What the fuck?
Portishead,
bro. Yeah, you gotta watch. Because you're gonna love it. Yeah, Portishead, the singer from Portishead. That's my dream collab. Like literally, I would. Okay. Oh man, I would love to do an album with her. The girl from Portishead. That would be for first. Second would be I would say. Second would be man. There's too many, but I would say Larry June, bro. I'm a big Larry June fan. Yeah, I'm a big Larry June fan.
Fuck me too, bro. Fuck with Larry June.
So rapper wise, it would be Larry June. Singer wise, it would be her. And then third, just to throw it out there, I would say to be real, just to throw that so they wouldn't expect this. I would say like Gwen Stefani.
Oh shit.
I'm a very big fan of Gwen Stefani, and I think if we cooked up, we will make some crazy shit.
That's dope, bro. That's fucking dope. Hell yeah.
So I just gave you the rapper one just because, I had to, just in case. Homie. And then Dead is easy. Selena would be number one.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Selena up there,
Selena,
bro.
Yeah. Selena, shout out to our queen. Selena, you know what I mean? Chalino. Okay. Straight up. Dope. Yeah, because I'm Mexican, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just my culture. So, and then third, just to keep it a buck, would be Michael Jackson, bro.
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome.
Jackson.
That'd be awesome.
Michael
Jackson. Shout out to MJ, bro. That's sick. That's sick. Yeah. Have you ever heard of Crystal Poppin' out here?
I have, but no diss to nobody. I just don't like people that are like that go viral and they're all animated people, bro. Yeah. That's something that I think that people need to calm down on. I don't think people should be acting that way on the internet because that, integrity is everything, bro. So if I'm saying if you're going viral for like talking shit, or you're not the type of people I want to hang around or even work with, bro.
No, the only reason I ask is because I know she was fucking with that Lefty, right? Because he was here just a couple weeks ago and they were like doing some like photo shoots. That's Lefty.
Oh, yeah, Lefty. He's from Alvaro. He's from the SUV.
Cool. That's the only reason I bring her up because she's El Paso. And
like literally, bro. Like where Lefty grew up, I literally like grew up down the street from him. Oh, okay. No joke. Like he's from literally like. He's from Baldwin Park. It's like literally the next city over, but it's the same shit.
That's tight, bro.
But so I'm just saying, like I haven't met her, but I'm saying I only seen her from going viral on the internet,
for sure,
popping shit. So like those type of people, I really, because I go to the OTR studio all the time. Like that's Lefty's in there. Like I just said, Chito Rana, like a lot of people go there. But that's not the type of people I like to be around because, like I said, I don't even Lefty. Like I respect them, all that, but like I don't like artists that are like. Your whole shit is viral because of how you act, bro. Right. It's not because of your music, my boy. You're not going viral because of your music. Okay. You're going viral because of your attitude and your persona, which is cool. But like, come on, bro. Like, as you guys can tell, I'm a real person, bro. And I've been in jail and I've been through all that shit. So can't nobody discredit me. I just told you where my family's from, so you can't say like I'm a bitch or homie. I've been a wayside too.
I fuck with that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I've been through the shit, so can't nobody discredit me on that street shit. But so that's what I'm saying. I think people need to carry themselves better. I think that's the number one misconception in this, like for my son, most importantly, like thinking that, to go viral, and pop shit like that. I never want to go viral for beating up somebody because I was close. I don't ever want to go viral for talking shit to somebody, bro. That to me is weird, bro. I want to go viral for producing. Viral
for your
thinking.
craft.
Yeah, bro. Come on, bro.
I fuck with that, dude.
Because think about it, bro. A lot of people only know Defty for that negative shit. Not like, he makes dope music. It's sad to say, but nobody knows him for that, bro. It's more so like, he went viral for this, So I'm just saying, Chris, I could be wrong, but I'm saying that's the only reason why I know her, because I seen her go viral on the internet.
Hey, it's all good, bro. I fuck with that, bro. It's your opinion. I mean, it is what it is. I've never heard either one of their music, to be honest.
See?
I never have.
See?
I don't even know what their songs are, but I just know that they're pretty big in that community.
No, she very is big, and she's from El Paso. Is that what she?
Yeah.
She grew up down the street.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So see, I would love to like talk, like maybe see if that could work, but like, you get what I'm trying to say?
I get you, bro.
That's why it's hard, bro.
Nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah, to like really, how do I explain it? Like, I'm just big how I carry myself. That's basically what I'm saying. And if I'm like that against my brother, all the people, why wouldn't I do that to a random person? Like,
for sure.
My homie will even tell you, like, I'm very big on how people carry themselves, bro.
That's
because
dope.
I'm like, that's everything to me.
Yes, sir.
I grew up like that. Like, hey, you don't know how to behave? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what they would say. Like, you don't know how to behave? You know what I mean? Like, so I
That's
grew up,
funny that they say
you know
that.
what I mean? Like I come from really that era, bro, where you get boo-bop, homie.
Yeah.
You'll get boo-bop at your homies. Like, hey, bro, what the fuck? Hey, come here, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I come from that era, bro.
Like, cálmate, güey.
Yeah,
Like, chill, like, act right and
you
shit.
have to carry yourself right, bro. If not, you get beat up. Like, that's my era. So I'm just saying,
There are some homies that
I feel like people don't know about that. Like, you need to get beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to get beat up to act right. Oh, you need to
That's
go to
fucking
jail.
funny.
Or
I
whatever,
just
you know?
ream into everybody, bro. I think it's physical, but I just ream into them when they're fucking up.
So yeah, I'm not really too fond of what today's society's, showcasing, the way they're. That's why I said I feel like we're the last of the Mohicans, because we're the ones.
We're dying breed, bro.
Yeah,
We are.
bro, literally.
Let's transition to movies real quick. What are your top like 5 flicks of all time? And it could be any genre.
I know see, I can't do it, bro, on VHS. I can't do that. You would have to give me a genre, like.
Okay, give me your top 5 or top 3.
Okay.
Top 3 horror films.
Horror films. See, I'm not a big horror fan, but I could easily say that. First, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Killer Comes from Outer Space?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Have you ever seen it?
Never even heard of
used
it.
to freak me out as a
That's
kid,
my
wait.
shit,
And I see it now. I'm like, what the fuck was I scared of?
No,
man?
but that shit's
It's
hard,
dope.
bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's dope. It's a dope movie. Yeah.
Because I like the there's a band called the Dickies. They did the soundtrack to it. So it's an original band that did that shit.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That shit's hard, bro. I love that shit.
I gotta fucking look that
Yeah, I
up.
love
That's
that
sick.
shit, bro.
That's dope.
That-
It's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah,
It's
that
awesome.
movie's hard, bro.
It's awesome.
I
Super
promise you.
80s, super 80s.
Okay.
It's super 80s, exactly.
Yeah.
Super shit. Okay, then if I'm going like to be real, I'm still fucking Freddy Krueger, bro.
Freddy Krueger.
Bro,
Okay.
that shit was so scary though, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm saying, like I'm scared of it. Like I'm like, because people are always like, Michael Myers. I'm like, bro, do you not understand who Freddy Krueger was? Like, he was a child molester, bro.
Yeah.
And the people burned him in his house. So that's how he became Freddy Krueger. Like, and then you can't go to sleep because fucking he's gonna get you.
Yeah, he's gonna get your
So
ass.
it's like that's the ultimate. Like I feel like Kukui. Like that's the ultimate.
The fucking
monster.
Kukui.
That's the only place they can't protect their kids is in their dreams,
So,
and that's
so,
where it goes.
so I'm like,
El
bro,
Alfredo.
that shit's like the craziest shit, bro. So like, yeah, that I'm saying that just because it's the most scary. Like I'm still, like, I don't still want to watch Freddy Krueger, bro. Like I promise you, like I'm cool on watching that shit. Like I'm straight. Like I don't even want to watch that shit. And then of course Halloween, bro.
Halloween's good.
Like,
Okay.
Halloween is the shit. Like I like Michael Myers. Like personally, I like his movies, all the movies, like even the Rob Zombie ones. Like I'm a big. I like Michael Myers.
Those are cool. I like the Rob Zombie.
But Attack of the Killer Clowns is literally my favorite one because it's like a comedy, like it's a comedy like horror, so it's dope. It's like both. So yeah.
All right. So what are your top 3 comedies of all time?
Comedies, fuck, that's easy. Fucking Dumb and Dumber's easily one
Yes.
of them. Dumb and Dumber.
People forget about that one a lot.
Yeah, that shit's come on, bro. Jim Carrey, like, he's one of the greatest comedians of all time. Like that's even, bro, hands down. That's not even debatable. Okay. Dumb and Dumber, fuck, dude. Probably I'm gonna be fuck, dude. When I really think about it, they're kind of all Jim Carrey movies. Not like fuck.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah, no, but I'm trying to give you something different that you wouldn't expect. Like, oh yeah, I like Harold and Kumar.
Okay. Harold and Kumar, good.
I like
The
Harold
first
and
one,
Kumar.
yeah. The first 2 are pretty good, yeah.
Exactly. No, I like the first one.
Yeah.
Like,
No, the first one's like top, yeah.
Exactly. I love
For
Harold and
sure.
Kumar, so I'm just giving you a hair because I don't want to do all Jim Carrey, but almost all Jim, like Ace Ventura, Pets. Come on, The Mask, like all that shit. But I don't want to do all Jim Carrey, so I'll just give you that one, Dumb and Dumber, and then what is one I just said right now?
Fuck. You just said it.
Yeah, fucking
Dumb and Dumber, and you said fuck.
Harold and Kumar.
Harold and
Harold
Kumar.
and Kumar.
Yeah.
So see, that's a different one, and then I'll give you another one. Because I'm like obviously I'm a movie fanatic, bro. I love watching movies, but like I said, that's not what if I had to put on something, I'll put on cartoons. But I have kids, like I said, I have women I date, different things, so I have to get into like even romantic. I like romantic movies too, bro. Trust me, I love all that shit. I could watch a girl flick, bro. I promise.
Hell yeah.
I could
Fuck
watch
yeah.
that shit. You know what I mean? I watched plenty of them, like you wouldn't even believe. But the third comedy, I would have to say, then I'm just gonna have to go with the classic fucking classic. See, damn, that's another Jim.
It's tough, right?
No, because they're all like, because Jim Carrey's like my favorite. So let me think of somebody else. I guess I would just go with fucking Friday.
Friday?
Yeah,
Friday's good.
because I'm from LA. Like that's a
fuck
classic
yeah.
one. So Friday.
For sure.
Classic one.
Got anything else before we dip out?
No, not really.
VHS, you got anything else you want to get off your chest before we leave? Because we have a couple closer questions and then we'll be out.
Okay.
Anything you want to get off your chest and then you want to just say?
Yeah, shout out to homie Tony Mundo. Shout out to homie Randy. He does tattoos. That's my boy.
Oh, yeah.
If you're gonna get a tattoo, go to him. RG Tat.
Okay.
That's his Instagram tattoo.
For sure.
And yeah, shout out El Paso. Shout out the culture, man.
Shout out to that LA and El Paso connection, bro. There's always like that big connection. It's always we're always connected, bro. We're always gonna be connected till the end of times, bro. Like it's inevitable. You know what I mean? We got people from Juarez that Tijuana type shit, and then they go up to LA. Like it's all shit, bro.
Well, shout out all the homies on the label too. Out of Mercado, that's my record label. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So shout out all the homies on, and
For sure.
and my mom. That's it. And
Dope,
shout out you guys.
Oh, thanks, bro. Appreciate that shit.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, so we have a closer questions when we leave here. Let me ask you one, and then Milo will ask you one. Let me see. We already talked about that one. All right, let me ask you this one. If you had a superpower, what would it be, and why?
It's crazy because I've been asked this before.
I haven't asked that in a while. Huh?
It would be to fly.
Fly?
Because think about it. It's funny because this is exactly what I said. Well, they asked me what would I if I could pick anything to be.
Animal.
Animal. I said a pterodactyl. They're like,
I wait. I would always say bird, but pterodactyl, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's something different.
Well,
I fuck with that.
because for me, you should ask flying because think about it. If the world ended, bro, I could just fucking hover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And just fucking go to the next planet or whatever. I would never die. So for me, it would be that. I wouldn't even be. I would just fly because, like I said, if the world was ending and all this happened, I would just fucking go. You know what I mean? Go up and.
Fuck it.
So I just say yeah. So fly.
Yeah,
And
I like
plus,
that.
I always wanted to feel how it would be to fly, right?
That'd be sick, right? I've always been curious.
Man.
You want to borrow this? I don't know if you want to do it.
No, I already
Paint
got
on
it,
bird.
There, you got it.
Your last meal, man. What would you eat? What would be? You're gonna pass away or whatever's gonna happen.
You need to be done, skis, bro.
Eat whatever the fuck you want, bro. Just what
The
would
homie knows this is gonna be. Everybody's gonna laugh at me, bro. I'm gonna be real. Some homemade tortilla for sure. Like
Okay.
I'm talking about grandma shit. You know,
Oh, yeah.
my mom
My Easter or flour?
flour.
Okay.
Flour. Bean and cheese burrito, bro. Like I hate this. Yeah, with some avocado, some avocate. Like that's just my. I don't know, bro.
That's it. Just a bean burrito with
Bean and
cheese.
cheese burrito with avocado though, and like I said, it has to all be homemade, like straight
Yeah.
from scratch, like
Yeah.
the homemade shit. And then my drink would be some. I don't fuck with concentrated shit, so it would be like fresh, cold pressed, like either orange juice, like any cold pressed fruit. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it would be that would literally be my fucking. I
That's
know.
it.
That's
Come on,
crazy,
obviously,
bro. That's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
I
That's
fuck
what-
with
yeah,
that.
see,
You know what you like, bro. You know what you like.
I fuck with that.
I don't know why, bro. I'm a beaner, so I guess you know what I mean, bro. I don't know, bro.
Bro, if I could have rice and beans for every meal every day, I would. Bro.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
rice
I'm
and
a
beans.
simple
bro.
man. I'm a simple
Yeah.
man. But like I said, I don't want that fucking, Taco Bell shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I want
Yeah.
that real,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Straight from a grandma, like cooked up,
Fuck
like
yeah,
some,
dude.
you know what I mean? Like that real shit. But yeah, that would
Fuck
be
yeah.
it, bro.
Yeah.
But you
I fuck
have to
with
have
that, bro.
avocado. I have to have the
I've
avocado.
never had avocado. I need to try
Oh,
it,
bro.
And those
I need
three
to try
come. No, I haven't had it, but
See? Well, I don't know if that's a thing. I'm just telling you.
no, it's all
That's
good.
my
It's all
opinion,
good,
bro.
bro. It's all good. I would like to try
It
it though.
sounds fucking fire though.
Yeah.
It does.
Because I became vegan for a while, bro. So I'm actually, you guys can see I'm very healthy. Like I really try to be healthy at this
Yeah.
point because I'm 40, and we're getting there. So
Gotta take care of yourself.
yeah. I didn't say the typical thing though, in and out, like her,
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say In and Out. When you said that, I was like, is he gonna say In and Out? But, for sure.
I'm an avid in and out eater though. I even told homie like I love In and Out, but like nah, I'm gotta keep it.
In and Out or Whataburger?
In and Out, of course.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you fuck with Whataburger though?
Yeah, here's the ironic part about that, bro. When I moved to Arizona and I was being with my baby mom when we had our kid, because I lived there for 3 years, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm like I lived in Arizona, so I could say like, bro, there's Whataburger literally walking distance from my place.
Mm.
So we had a 2-story condo in downtown, pretty much downtown.
Phoenix.
Phoenix,
Okay.
yeah. So that's the culture. So literally walking distance, bro. I promise you, I shit you not, bro. I went there almost all the time. So I love Whataburger.
Yeah.
And here's the want to hear the craziest part about this? When I had my son, bro, I wasn't producing shit. You know what I mean? Nobody knew who I was. This is 2015, bro. I didn't have a kid. Like I was not, you know what I mean? I had no follow fan base, nothing. So trip out. So I had my kid and I was just going through it. I was like, I went back to college. I was like, fuck, dude. I don't know, bro. I was scared, bro, because I didn't have my dad. So I was like, I can't fail as a father. Yeah. So trip out on this. I was like, I have to get a job. So I went to apply to Whataburger, bro. I promise you. No. This is a true story. Damn. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Damn. Trip out on this, though. I don't know if it was the tats or what. They didn't hire me. Though.
Get the fuck out of here.
I got the Whataburger, bro.
That's an L, Whataburger. That's an L, bro.
But trip out. I had my kid, and then the rest is history, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I started making beats. I'm like, man, fuck that. Yeah. Started making beats, and I was just like, you know, and I just started getting into my.
You're like, fuck this. I'm gonna flip burgers. I'm gonna flip these beats.
Exactly. No, real talk. And then I went to school for music, and
that's cool, bro.
Yeah. So it was just So that I'm saying that's the ironic part of it. Like I actually really, I promise you, I try to. My big mom, cause these are facts.
But she can back it up.
But I'm glad it never happened, you know, because you know what I mean.
You never know where you could be right now.
Exactly.
You never know.
Who knows? I maybe be working at Whataburger.
You never know, bro. You never know.
So thank God.
All right, for sure. All right, so where can people find you? Anything you want to spiel before we dip out?
Just at VHSU on Instagram. You know, I don't do the
TikTok stuff.
Yeah, I don't do none of that. Like I honestly, I hate social media.
YouTube? Are you on YouTube or anything?
Nah, I mean you could just just if anything, just Instagram VHSU if you want to keep up to date. I mean I have a website VHSU.com. Mm-hmm. That you just right now there's nothing I'm selling, but that's where I sell all my merchandise. That's why where I sell all my shit. But yeah, now just at VHSCU and just keep a lookout because I got a lot of big shit going on and I'm behind the scenes. That's what everybody knows me. Trust me. But I'm behind the scenes. Like I'm telling you, I don't really like to be in the limelight. That's why I'm a producer, bro. I like to stay the backstage. You know, like Alchemist is the prime example. Like he's famous, but he could still he could go here. Nobody will know who he is.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's the type of career that I want for myself. Is like that.
Okay.
But I want all the money for sure.
For sure, bro. Dope. Yeah. All right. So that was episode 122. Make sure you guys follow us. Bro.Monroe.show. Follow me. Ray.Ruckus. Milo, you got something for your pod?
Just check out Haunted by, man. That we're gonna start releasing episodes soon. We're producing them right now, and we're gonna start dropping them soon. So please check out Haunted by Podcast on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all that shit. And it's 915 Vintage, bitch. That's my sister's shit. Please follow it.
Yes, sir. We'll see you guys later.
All right, peace. Wait. Let's get it in.
Right.
Every time, bro. I forget.